So yesterday we saw that how to prepare acetic acid and what are the chemical reaction, physical reaction of acetic acid we discussed. Today we are going to discuss about soaps and detergent. What is soap? What is detergent? What is soap? What is detergent? So soaps are the fatty acid of sodium salt of fatty acid. For fatty acid means it will contain C17, C18. 18 carbon chain will be there. That fatty acid only it is called as soap. Soaps are sodium or potassium fatty acid salt. So, which will be prepared by from the alkaline hydrolysis of fat. So that chemical reaction is known as saponification. After a long time. So what is saponification means? When you have, this is known as glycerol. When you have the sodium hydroxide, here we can use sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. So this is glyceride. It will give glycerol plus soap. When you are taking potassium hydroxide, it becomes potassium salt. So when you put it in the water, what will happen? The C17H35, COO minus will be in ions and Na plus ion will be separated. Okay. So detergent. Next, detergent. So detergents are emulsifying agent which are very similar to soap but do not have the biological aerosol. They do not have the carboxylate group. Instead of they have sulfonate groups. So they are sodium salt of long chain sulfonic acids are called detergent. So you may expect what is the difference between detergent and soap. So the soaps are sodium potassium fatty acid salt. Detergents are sodium salt of long chain sulfonic acid. It's known as detergent. So the synthetic detergent usually have a long hydrocarbon chain between C carbon 12 to 20 atoms. See at the end of chain there is a polar group that is strongly hydrogen bonded to water, but it does not form strong ionic bond with the ions of water. Listen. It will go like that. Okay. But at the end, you have the polar end, C double bond O, O, N, A. This is in the soap. In case yes double bond O Na plus, then it is called detergent. Then it is called detergent. So yesterday I was saying that cleansing action of soap. I shown you know. So what happened? Any fabric which contain some grease under like that, for example. So this will be the grease. When you are take soap or detergent, okay. So what will happen? It will contain the long chain, but also it will contain the one side polar group, another side non-polar group. That blue part is non-polar. That red part is polar. Okay. In case if the groups like polar இருக்குன்னு வச்சுங்களேன் இது எல்லாமே உள்ள போய் அது dip ஆயிடும். So what will happen as a result? So this group with the grease. Okay. So what will happen? The grease will be surrounded by like group will attract no. Then this will be hydrophilic polar part. The red will be polar part, the blue will be non-polar part. So it will be like that. When you dip into the water, it comes to the water. So இது வந்து clothல இருக்கக்கூடிய grease. ஓகேவா? You are dip into that soaps or detergent. Soapsல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு non-polar end and polar end ஒன்னு இருக்கும். Polar end waterல soluble. So இது வந்து hydrophilic. This end வந்து hydrophobic. Hydrophilic and hydrophobic end. Hydrophilic end means water loving. So what is the meaning? It will be water loving. So it is soluble in water. So what will happen when you dip into the soap to that water? You are dipping that fabric or clothes. So that will grease will be removed like this. So in the end ellame red ellame enadhu hydrophilic water la pottadum it will comes with the water. It will be free from the grease. This is known as cleansing action of soap. So how does the detergent remove the grease from the cloth? So the detergent molecule contain hydrophobic tails. This is the hydrophobic tails, and which are water hating and will attach themselves with the substance which is non-polar grease. The tail surrounded the grease with the polar head in the aqueous phase, forming the structure shown like this. Okay. இது பேர் என்ன சார் மைசில் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஓகே. So it moved into aqueous phase, then the washed away, leaving one cloth behind. Grease வந்து வெளியே போயிடும். So that's all about this things. அவ்வளவுதான் இந்த யூனிட். So soaps are sodium potassium salts of long chain fatty acid, fatty carboxylic acid. Detergents are their ammonium or sulfonate salt of long chain sulfonic acids. Okay, so this is what the difference between the. Now you ask me doubts in this unit. Ethanoic acid is acetic acid. It's like when you are below 16.2 degrees centigrade, it become ice-like structure. So number one. Number two, it has the acidic character because it contains H plus ion. What are the matters? Free from acid, it's a weak acid. Weak acid. Okay. So that it will be sour in taste, corrosive to the metals. Okay, so those are the things which comes from the ethanoic acid. Where next? So in the bookல வந்துட்டு covalent structure of methyl chloride and then draw the electron dot structure of ethanoic acid. Shall we see that problem and மொத்தம் ஒரு 15 problems இருக்கு, அது பார்க்கலாமா? Okay. Number 1, ethane with the molecular formula of C2H6. It has how many covalent bonds? That's the questions, NCERT questions. Okay, C2H6. First, you remember what is the carbon atomic number? It becomes 6. What is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Okay, so in the valence it has 4 electrons. So carbon is surrounded by 4 electrons. So carbon, another carbon, which will be surrounded 4, no? So it will be linked like this. Then that 2 hydrogen, 6 hydrogen, you have split into 2, 3, 3. So each carbon will contain 3, 3. Actually, carbon should have 4 valency. 4 valency, it should have 4 bonds. It may be triple bond or double bond or single bond. So here we are having 2 carbon, 6 hydrogen. When you are dividing CH3, CH3. So CH3, CH3, CH3. What is covalent bond? Mutual sharing of electron between the atom is known as covalent bond. One bond is consist of 2 electrons. One bond is consist of 2 electrons. This carbon which give 1 electron and this carbon which give another electron, it forming a bond. It's one covalent bond. This is known as sigma bond. Okay, this carbon giving 1 electron, that hydrogen is giving another electron. It also a covalent bond. It's a sigma bond. The third one, third sigma bond. Fourth one, fourth sigma bond. Fifth one, fifth sigma bond. Sixth one, sixth sigma bond. Seventh one, seventh sigma bond. So totally 7 covalent bonds. How the 7 covalent bond? How can you account it? Six carbon hydrogen sigma bond and 1 carbon carbon sigma bond. Sigma bond or covalent bond? Covalent bond means mutual sharing. So second one. First question answer is. Second question. Butanone is 4 carbon compound with the functional group ONE. It is completed. So we know that when it completed with Al, aldehyde, OL, alcohol, oxy, ether. Correct? ONE, it become ketone. Oic acid, it become acid. Okay, so butanone, then it become ketone. So butanone means CH3 with 4 carbon, CH2, CO, CH3. So this will be the butanone. So what is the functional group? That ketone is the functional group, because the carbonyl group is surrounded to alkyl group. Third question. While cooking, the bottom of vessel is getting blackened on the outside. It means that food is not cooked completely. The fuel is not burning completely, and fuel is wet. The fuel is burning completely. What may be the reason? Second one, very good. So simplest example I will tell you. You take a wood எடுத்துட்டு burn பண்றாங்க. அப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? At last you are getting some fumes, black fumes, and then ultimately finally will get the charcoal, coal. Whereas you are taken a Hari, what are you doing? When you are taking a LPG gas, so when you are burning, you are not getting any type of ashes. Am I right? Because the organic compound, that means carbon content will be more. Any fuel which contain carbon content is more, definitely it will give the ashes. So what happened? It is not completely burned. So incomplete combustion is taking place. That's why again you can take the coal if you are using in the boiler and all. The tea கடையில அதுக்கு முன்னாடி போனீங்கன்னா ஒரு காப்பர் boiler வச்சிருப்பாங்க. So what they will use, no, the coke only they will use. It will give long time heat. Now we are using what we are using LPG, no. In the early days, what they will use, no, they will simply use incomplete burn coals. They will put some sugar and kerosene. If they are burnt, means that heat will be longer time. For ironing the clothes also they will use the same. Now we are using electrical current to iron the clothes. In earlier days they will not use the current. They are using only the coals because it is in incomplete combustion. That's why we are getting the black end. Black end is carbon dioxide that will be settled down. Is it clear? Pure carbon dioxide gas, colorless. Okay, but incomplete combustion means the organic compound. Organic compound aliphatic aromatic solvent. That aromatic means it has more number of carbon than the hydrogen. Aliphatic, the less number of carbon, more number of hydrogen. So the hydrogen evolution will be there. The hydrogen gas is completely burnt. So the complete combustion means no carbon ashes will be there. Incomplete combustion means you have the carbon ashes. Simple example, wood burning and LPG burning. Liquid petroleum gas is there, no? It has a methane gas. So one carbon, four hydrogen. If you are taking naphthalene, when you are burning, it will burn with a black ashes. Like camphor only, it will burn. It contains 10 carbon, 8 hydrogen. You compare the ratio: 10 carbon, 8 hydrogen, 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen. So here hydrogen is more, here carbon is more compared to. So that's why incomplete combustion, here complete combustion is taking place. Is it clear? Next one. So third is over. And then fourth one, explain the nature of covalent bond using the bond formation methyl chloride, CH3Cl. First you should know the valency of each atom. Okay, for carbon atomic number says 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So the valence is 4. Correct? You have to take only this. And then hydrogen atomic number 1. So hydrogen atomic number 1, 1s1. So it has only 1 electron. When you are taking chlorine atom, the atomic number is 17. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So the valence electron is 7, but the valence will become 1. So how you have to write? You can take the carbon atom in the middle, which have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So and then you have the hydrogen atom. No, hydrogen will have only 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That chlorine. Third one is chlorine. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you are looking this, Okay, so how can you write HCl? புரியுதா? So over atom hydrogenல ரெண்டு எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கணும். கார்பன் குளோரின் பாருங்க, it's surrounded 8 electrons. கீழ என்ன எழுதுறேன்? Carbon 1 2 3 4. இதோட ஷேப் எப்படி தான் இருக்கும்? இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். டெட்ராஹெட்ரன்ல இருக்கும். Shape will be in the tetrahedron. இப்போ ஒவ்வொரு ஆட்டத்தையும் பாருங்க, 8 எலக்ட்ரான் சரௌண்ட் ஆயிருக்கு பாருங்க. குளோரின் is 2 4 6 8, hydrogen 2 hydrogen 2 hydrogen 2, but carbon around the carbon 2 4 6 8. புரிஞ்சுதா? அதுல இருந்த எல்லா எலக்ட்ரானும் கரெக்டா யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம் பாருங்க. 1s1 2s2 2p2 3s2 3p5. So this is how you have to write the covalent bonding. Covalent bonding is sharing of electron between the atom, mutual sharing. So this gives one electron, this gives another electron. Dot is its hydrogen electron. Int X is the carbon electron, and that blue dot is chlorine electron. So it will form a covalent bond. Draw the electron dot structure for ethanoic acid. You try yourself. Fifth one la A, ethanoic acid. What is the formula for ethanoic acid? CH3 COOH. இப்போ பாருங்க, கார்பனை சுத்தி எத்தனை பாண்ட் இருக்கணும்? 4 bond. If it is double, 3 bonds should be there. Okay, one double bonds and another 2 single bond. You look at carbon and which will be connected with one more carbon. Okay, and then this will be connected with 3 hydrogen, and then it has to connect with OH and then double bond O. Ipo, what is the carbon? 6 hydrogen 1s1 1s2 2s2 2p2. Oxygen is 8 1s2 2s2 2p4. Actual valence electron is 6, valence electron is 4, and valence electron is 1. Valence is 1, valence is 4, valence is 2. If it is more than half filled, p orbital more than half filled, you have to remove minus 8 minus 6, it gives 2, it valency. So what we have taken, carbon 1 2 3 4, and again this carbon 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so you have the oxygen which will be have 6 electron, right? And then oxygen which will have 6 electron, and then hydrogen we will have 1 electron. Then it become CH. Correct? இப்போ நீங்க அதுக்கு சுத்தி ரவுண்ட் போட்டு பாருங்க. இப்போ டபுள் பாண்ட் ஓட் கரெக்டா வந்துச்சா? எல்லாம் சுத்தி 8 எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்கா? This is the electron dot formula. Okay, நீங்களே H2S க்கும் ப்ரோபனோனுக்கும் F2 க்கும் வரீங்க. You try for H2S. sulfur சுத்தி R electron. ஓகேவா? And then propanone na CH3 C double bond O CH3 இதுக்கு வரீங்க. And then F2. இது மூணுத்துக்கு you try. Now I'll check. அறிஞ்சிட்டு சொல்லுங்க. எழுதிட்டீங்களா? எழுதிட்டு சொல்லுங்க. Completed. $16. So you take only 6 because below the oxygen only it will be there. So oxygen is 2s to 2p4, no? It becomes 3s to 3p4. So neon 10, neon into 3s to 3p4. 9. 2s to 2p5. 2s to 2p5. 1s to 2s to 2p5. எழுதிட்டீங்களா? சரி, நான் எழுதுறேன். செக் பண்றீங்களா நான் எழுதுறது? So sulfur become 16, it become neon. That means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. So it is the valence electron. So around sulfur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the hydrogen always it will give one electron each. So when you are rounding, you will get the structure like this. So H, S, H, 2 lone pairs. Correct எழுதிருக்கீங்களா? 2 lone pairs. And then next one, propanone. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Actually, carbon which will give 4 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this with this carbon 2, another carbon 2. So this 2 carbon you keep here like this. And then hydrogen with this 1 hydrogen, with this 1 hydrogen, with this 1 hydrogen. Totally 6 hydrogen is there now. And then it has 1 oxygen. Oxygen 6, sir. So it become CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Correct? Add the fluorine. F bonded F. 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 7 electron. So fluorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Another fluorine also will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you are rounding up, so this will be that. So the fluorine bonded fluorine, which will contain 600 electrons. Around it should have 8 electrons, other Lewis structures. Hydrogen, helium na 2, 2 இருக்கும். மத்த எல்லாமே 8 structures இருக்கும். Okay. Is it clear? And then the next one. What is an homologous series? So a series of compounds which contain same functional group and have the general characteristic formula and differ by CH2 unit for the successive numbers, then they are called as homologous series. And the seventh question. Hmm? Hmm? So homologous series will contain general formula and same functional group. So it will differ only by the CH2. It can be prepared by similar method of preparation. They are called homologous series. And then seventh. So what is the seventh question? How can ethanol and ethanoic acid can be differentiated on the basis of physical and chemical properties? Number one, so we can have that ethanol. So test ethanol and acetic acid or ethanoic acid. Number one, litmus test. So we know that ethanoic acid is a carboxylic acid. What it will do? So it turns blue to red. So here no action. Okay. Number two, taste. So it will be sour in taste. It has a burning taste. ஒரு மாதிரி எரியும் குடிக்கும் போது. ஆமா. Then third one, smell. Some pleasant smell. இந்த injection பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் பண்ணுவாங்க இல்லையா? Nothing but ethanol only. So it has the pleasant smell. அதுக்குன்னு உடனே கேட்காதீங்க. Sir, about drinking person having that dirty smell. Okay. So the concentration vary and then ingredients will also vary. Okay. That way it will differ. In a pleasant smell ன்னு சொன்னா நமக்கு அங்க தானே போவோம். And it has the vinegar smell. Vinegar க்கு ஒரு smell இருக்கும்ல. And then chemical test, action with sodium carbonate. Sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate. So no reaction or no reaction, but it gives brisk effervescence. Okay, so these are the tests by which you can differentiate ethanol and acetic acid. வேற என்ன டெஸ்ட் சொல்லலாம்? வேற என்ன டெஸ்ட்? என்ன கலர்? ரெண்டுமே கலர்லெஸ் தானே? ரெண்டுமே கலர்லெஸ் தானேப்பா? both are colorless தான். வேற என்ன சிம்பிள் டெஸ்ட் இருக்கு? both are soluble in water. Acetic acids are corrosive. Alcohol is not that much corrosive. Yes, that we can say. But when you put the sodium metal, both will replace hydrogen atom. Okay, these are the test enough. And then, and the eighth question you will see, why does micelle formation takes place when soap is added to water? Will micelle be formed in other solvents such as ethanol too? So look at here. So soap which contain one hydrophobic end, another hydrophilic end. Okay. So when you put that any dirty particle, okay, so what will happen? The dirty particle and water will have the interfacial tension or frictions. So when you put it in the soap, it reduces the interfacial tension between the water and that dirty. இப்போ அந்த கிளாத்ஸ் இருக்கு, கிளாத்க்குள்ள வந்து இருக்குன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா இதுக்கும் இதுக்கும் இடையில ஒரு ஃப்ரிக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? So when you put it into the soap water, that will taken away from that clothes. So what will happen? It is a hydrophobic part. Which one? That grease, hydrophobic. In the soap, which contain hydrophilic end as well as hydrophobic end. The hydrophobic ends are surrounded by the grease. It will form like a circle. Then it is called micelle because the other part becomes soluble in water. So it can take away from that water. It will form a micelle. When you are think instead of water, if you have ethanol, the soap itself soluble in ethanol, both the part. So it will not form the micelle. So other than solvent like water, micelle வேற எதுலயுமே form ஆகும். ஓகேவா? அடுத்து. So next question. 8th வந்து micelle. With water only. And then 9th question. Why are the carbon and its compound used as a fuel for most application? So you have to tell the combustion. When the carbon and its compounds are used as fuel for most application because it produces large amount of heat and light. For example, when you are taking acetylene, the welding use பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல ஒரு ஸ்பார்க், அதில் யூஸ் பண்ற கேஸ் வந்து அசிட்டிலின் கேஸ் தான். அதோட டெம்பரேச்சர் அரௌண்ட் 3000 டிகிரி சென்டிகிரேட். அசிட்டிலின் கேஸ் ஒரு ஃபியூம் வச்சு வெல்டு பண்றாங்களே, அதனால தான் அது ரெண்டுமே அயன்ஸ் எல்லாமே ஒன்னோட ஒன்று இதுவாகுது. ஸோ இட்ஸ் பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள். பார்க்கும்போது லைட்டாகவும் தெரியும், at the same time ஹீட்டாகவும் தெரியும். வெளிச்சம் வருதா இல்லையா? வெளிச்சம் எல்லாம் எரியுதா? இல்லை இல்லையா? அதனால so when the acetylene gas treated with oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus water and then heat plus light. You balance that equation. How many oxygen is required? So 2 carbon is there, but here only 1 carbon is there. Then it becomes 2 CO2. Okay, 2 hydrogen is there, 2 hydrogen is there. When you are comparing oxygen, it becomes 4 plus 1 5. எப்படி பண்ணலாம்? ரெண்டு வழியில பண்ணலாம். 2 4 4 ஓட்டு போட்டீங்கன்னா இங்க டோட்டல் ஃபோர்ஸ் 8 ஆகும். இந்த இடத்துல ஆக்சிஜன்ல வேற ஒண்ணு இருக்கு. ஓகே, then it becomes very good. So இதை என்ன பண்ணலன்னா 5/2 நீங்க போட்டுடலாம். So generally whole number போடணும்ன்றதை போடலாம். Good. Okay. So next one. Explain the formation of scum when hot water is treated with soap. So what is soap? C17H35 COONA or COOK, sodium stearate. When you add calcium chloride, that means hot water which contain calcium chloride, it gives C17H35 COO twice Ca plus 2NaCl. This will become calcium stearate. Scum. கீழே அப்படியே இருக்குங்களா, ஒரு மாதிரி கசடு அதுதான். Next will be beautiful question. What happened? What change will you observe if you test soap with the litmus paper? You have both red and blue. So what will happen? Soap plus red litmus. Why it become blue litmus? Very good. So they are basic in nature. It turns. When you take blue, no change. Good, good. Then 12th. What is hydrogenation? See, the unsaturated hydrocarbon undergo addition reaction in the presence of catalyst like platinum, palladium, nickel. Then they are called as hydrogenation. For example, or CH double bond or CH. When you put hydrogen, palladium, nickel or platinum, so it give or CH H. So the unsaturated becomes saturated. Unsaturated become saturated when you are adding hydrogen. Okay, and then 13th question. Which of the following hydrocarbon undergo addition reaction? C2H6, C3H8, C3H6, C2H2 and CH4. First, you tell me which will comes under CnH2n plus 2. It's alkene. This becomes saturated. All the bonds are single bond. This will undergo only substitution. Okay. When the compound having CnH2n and CnH2n minus 2, it becomes alkene and alkyne. This is unsaturated. It undergo addition reaction. The point you tell me C2H6 means it comes under what? N is equal to 2. In the first formula you substitute N is equal to 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 2 6. Suppose C2H6 comes under alkene. Correct? C3H8. 3 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 2 8. So C3H8. And then C3H6. C3H6. The first formula will not be suitable. Second, C3H6. And C2H2. So third formula. And first one CH4. Okay. So the compound 1, 2 and 4 will not undergo addition reaction. So these two compounds will undergo addition reaction. Alkenes have carbon-carbon double bond, alkynes have carbon-carbon double bond. So the unsaturation becomes saturation when we are adding them. Okay. Give the test that can be used to differentiate chemically between butter and cooking oil. 15th on the explain the mechanism and action of soap cleansing. Sorry, okay. Next week என்ன செய்யலாம்? இந்த lesson over. Next week என்ன செய்யலாம்? I think first lesson and second lesson book back questions we discussed. Third lesson we didn't discuss. We do metals and book back questions. Correct? And another day that will be deleted portion. If you want, I will take. I don't mind. I'm very much interested to take the classes. So metals, non-metal, book back question we will work it out. Another day. Old question papers that we'll do, but you have to do the instant test and all. Okay. You are thorough with chapter 1 and 2. So no third chapter. So we'll do the revise in the third chapter and we have the test. Then it will be better, no? Okay. Okay, good.